Okay, so right now I'm going to talk about two of my favorite magazines, the Backwoodsman and American Frontiersman. They're both very different in the amount of material they have in them, very different in the quality that they are put together with. But I'll start off with the Backwoodsman. I started reading this, and it's got just so many tips and tricks about just day-to-day stuff that you can make with stuff laying around the house, stuff laying around your garage, knife advertisements. Actually, I found one of my favorite knife makers, ML Knives, Matt Lesniewski. If you're not familiar with his stuff, he makes a lot of traditional style fixed blades and whatnot like that. I found his ads in the back of this magazine first and actually owned several. Tips from Morris Kahansky. That's the great thing about this book is you just flip through it. Look, how to make a bookshelf. You just never know what you're going to find in these. How to make fire starters. Just all kinds of different little tips and tricks. The use of a shepherd's sling. It's just whoever put this magazine together did a heck of a job. And they had it running for a long time. And I just want to say I really appreciate them. I believe the original founders passed on now, but their children run it, if I'm not mistaken. Just interesting articles, interesting ways to repurpose and recycle things, slingshots, small game getters, tool rescue. I mean, you name it, it's in this book. And I'm very appreciative of the fact that this exists. I grew up reading Field and Stream, and this is no different from me. This is my version of Field and Stream that my dad used to get the subscriptions from. I'd read his, but this is the continuation of that for me. Now, American Frontiersman is not near as old as the Backwoodsman, as far as I know. It's a lot slicker presentation. It's more expensive as well, but great articles still. Stuff about tanning, skinning, Alaskan bush life. The photography and the pictures and illustrations in this are absolutely amazing. Refinishing old rifles, knife making, sheath making, ways to repurpose and make a tent or a shelter out of your canoe and a tarp. I mean, you name it, it's in this magazine. Different ways to do mounts, historical articles, just you name it, and it's in here. And I just really like this one too, cast iron cooking. I mean, if you see these magazines, I highly recommend getting either one of them. But if you look, $4.95 is the price tag on this one versus $9.95 on this one. So that said, you can understand why this one's a little bit slicker than this one, but I really like the illustrations on this one. There's just something about the Backwoodsman that speaks to me a little bit more than the American Frontiersman. While saying that, I do like them both, and I would highly recommend, if you're into these type of magazines, I would highly recommend getting a subscription so that way you don't miss any issues. And the way stores are kind of hit and miss, magazines are kind of going the way of the dinosaur anymore. Everything's online. If you value a physical magazine that you can flip through with your bare hands and not scroll down on a tiny telephone screen, getting subscriptions to these type of magazines is the way to go. And that way you have them physically so you can pass them down to your children, your grandchildren, and maybe they'll find the same value in them that you found in them. So just saying, check them out. Backwoodsman and American Frontiersman. I'm a fan.